Hey everybody, my name is Heather and I work here at Cornerstone Chiropractic. I have a background in personal training and I went to school to be a health and fitness specialist. So today I'm going to show you a couple stretches that you can do at work when you just need to take a little break and you're just feeling a little bit tense and tight. Sometimes it's nice to get up and just stretch for a little bit. So we're going to start with a quad stretch. So for a quad stretch, it's nice to find a wall space just so that you don't have to balance and you're not flopping around a little bit. So find a nice wall space. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kick our foot behind us, either foot, preferably whatever hand is on the wall. You'll wanna kick the opposite leg back so that you can use that hand to squeeze your foot back. So we'll grab around the ankle, and what we're gonna do is squeeze that glute muscle. So squeeze this muscle back here. You'll feel a nice stretch through the front of the quad. And we'll take 3 to 5 deep breaths. So think nice, slow, deep breaths all the way down into your belly. We're actively pulling that foot in towards the butt. So take nice, deep breaths here. You'll feel a nice, good stretch in the front of that thigh. So once you're done with those 3 to 5 breaths, you can switch over to the other side, kick that heel back, wrap your hand around the front of your ankle, pull that heel into the butt, and elongate that front muscle there. So once you're done with that quad stretch, you can move on to a calf stretch. So for the calf stretch, we're gonna put the balls of our feet up against the doorway, place the heel directly below, and we're just gonna shift our hips towards that wall in front of us. You'll want your leg to stay nice and straight here. As we shift our hips forward, you'll feel a good stretch start in the bottom of the calf here. So once you feel that stretch, pause, take 3 to 5 nice deep breaths, and then switch over to the other side. Same thing, put the balls of the feet up against the wall, place the heel directly below, straighten out that leg, start to shift the hips forward towards the wall, and 3 to 5 deep breaths. After that one, you can move on to a hip flexor stretch. The hip flexors are the muscles that are right in front of the hips here. So when we're at our desk sitting for a long time during the day, these tend to tighten up a little bit. So if you stand up, you can kind of feel maybe a little tightness in the front of your hips. A good way to counteract that is a hip flexor stretch. So for that, we'll just take a nice generous step backwards. And whatever leg you have back, we're gonna take that arm up to the sky. As you take a nice deep breath of air in, you'll feel a good stretch kind of on the side of the belly and the front of the thigh here. So you're reaching back and kind of kitty corner. 3 to 5 deep breaths. I'll show you on the other side. So taking a nice generous step back with the other leg, reaching up to the sky with whatever arm is on the same side as the leg that you're stepped back with. Reaching over and back. 3 to 5 deep breaths. You'll feel a good stretch right here in the front. And then lastly, we'll do a chest stretch in the doorway. So once again, you can find a doorway. We'll take our hand, place it inside the doorway. And what you want to do is get into a nice straight posture here. Take maybe a little baby step forward and just leave your hand against that doorway so that you can kind of brace yourself against it and slowly shift your body forward. So your shoulder will be opening up in the front here. Your hand will be behind you, and you'll take 3 to 5 deep breaths. You'll really feel this stretch open up through the chest and through the shoulder back here. And then once you're done with that, you can switch to the other side, same thing. You'll be able to see kind of how I have my hand against this doorway here. So take a couple steps forward. You'll feel that muscle start to open up Once you feel that stretch start, you can pause there. You don't have to go any further. Pause and start to take your deep breaths. So I'm starting to feel that stretch, so I pause and I take 3 to 5 nice deep breaths. So once you're done with those stretches, you should hopefully feel a lot better. But yeah, those are some good stretches to do when you're at work.